Toilet Tower Defense was once one of the biggest Roblox games, but now in 2025, this is where we are, so I want to talk about what happened. If you guys are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and let me know how your day's going in the comment section. Now let's get into the video. Alright guys, so hey, let's get on into this and talk about it. I'm going to be playing some PvP matches while we do this video and just kind of talking over it. So first of all, let's get this out of the way. The game is actually better than honestly it ever was. Like way back in 2023, this game was so basic and honestly pretty like dull. Nowadays, there's so much stuff to do, PvP mode, just like endless mode, all that great stuff. So it's not the quality of the game for the reason of the decline of the game. So let's get that out of the way right now. So anyone that comes in or like tells you guys like the game like sucks, now that's not true. It's actually just mainly towards the fact that number one, the trend is honestly kind of going down. Like this trend, I feel like a lot of people are starting to kind of just not really care about the trend. And by that, I mean like the whole toilet trend thingy. So that is definitely contributing towards the downfall of the game. Because nowadays, this game is still pulling great numbers. We'll talk a little bit more about that because a lot of those numbers are just bots trying to resell units for real money. So keep that in mind that a lot of these people that are playing the game, probably half of them, honestly, like if you guys just take a look at the numbers, and here, I'll go show you guys right now. If you go into the game and you go to servers, you could actually check a game if they're like kind of fake. Look at this. All servers are just filled with bots. All these things right here, all bots. Look at this. That's like a real guy, a couple real guys there, but a majority of these, if you just go scroll down, they're just mostly bots, and you can tell just because they're all bacons or like the other default skins in, you know, Roblox characters. So kind of sad to see, but it is the truth, and it's something to definitely keep in mind. So even though it says that there's like 29,000 people right now, guess what? A lot of those are just fake and, you know, not real people. They're just kind of bots that go on here, farm coins, farm gems, and sell them to you know, people that still play the game to make some money. So just keep that in mind. That is actually something important to look at when you are, you know, going to, you know, kind of keep numbers of these different types of Roblox games. So more on the other end of this, like this game is just like any of the other TD games now. It's kind of pulling similar numbers to even some of the classic TD games and other stuff like that. So the game is still doing really good. It's just like it's not as big as it once was. That's mainly due to the trend just kind of getting like a little bit stale and people just getting bored of the toilet trend, and that's honestly one of the biggest reasons for this. And obviously the downfall of the game, sadly downfall of the channel and stuff like that. I just kind of haven't pivoted to something else yet. We haven't found what's next for the channel. We'll figure it out though, guys, don't you worry. But anyways, what else kind of contributed to the downfall of this game? Some will say that the pay to win is definitely a big aspect. I mean, yes and no, because day one of this game, like we had the engineer crate, and really, like, you know, even before then, like the game obviously wasn't that big. It was as big as it was now, and then, you know, Christmas came and there was still more pay to win stuff, and, you know, the game just kept growing and growing and growing, right? So pay to win, obviously not a good look, but, you know, it's going to be there in pretty much every video game from here to the end of time, because developers, they want to make money. So that's what they got to do in order to make money. I mean, hey, they're not going to just keep making free games for you guys to play, and they're not going to do that for free because, well, people, you know, they got to get money to live, right? So very understandable thing to do in the terms of game development, and I don't really see that as a huge decline of this game. But I mean, I'm sure some people probably have quit due to it, but definitely not a majority. Now, another huge reason for this game's kind of fall off is the just repetitiveness of the game. I mean, how many PvP matches can you play that, like, realistically, like, they don't really kind of change the meta in this game too much? Like, it's kind of the same units you still want to use. Like this quantum here, you're going to use this pretty much to the end of time because it's like the best slowing unit in the game, right? And it's an ultimate. And I know not everyone in the world's going to have it, but I mean, it's not impossible to get because now it's in the summon machine. And I mean, hey, you just keep getting coins. Eventually, you're going to get it. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The repetitiveness of the game, pretty bad. Also, all the main old modes, like Nightmare to Easy mode, like all those, they're super boring. They don't even really add new maps to the game anymore, which is kind of like sad, but it is what it is. And then all the like limited time modes, they're usually really not the best, but hopefully they start working on some better ones and go from there. Now, let's go to something that is truly a big reason for this game's fall off, and it's something that still bothers me to this day, and I'll tell you what it is right now. Back when I first started this game, and I was one of the original partners of this game, things were going really good, and things were great because like every video like I and all the other partners made were real, right? But nowadays people, sadly, they spam and abuse the partner experiments mode, and that's really dumb. And then it kind of took over in the streaming aspect. Like, you guys, if you're a long time member of this channel, I used to stream this game every single day. But nowadays, I don't really do that just because it's boring and like no one really watches anymore. So what's the point, right? Kind of that also shows the fall off of the game, right? No one really cares to even watch streamers anymore. So there's just really no content creators left. I mean, I'm sure there's still some. Like, I know Manitage, he's still cooking. Bemi's probably still cooking. A couple other guys probably still cooking. But a majority of the other guys, especially the ones that used to stream the game, like, hey, we used to pull like 500 plus people a day on this game watching streams. That's crazy. That's huge numbers. Plus there was other like, tens of 20 and 30 other streamers that were doing the same thing. So that just goes to show how popular the game really was. And then now what's left, I mean, people don't even stream anymore for the most part, and if they do, they're playing the partner mode, and that's what really ruined the game, because like people are giving out fake gems, fake giveaways, fake everything, fake videos. Now it's kind of just one big joke. I really wish that they got rid of the partner mode. I wish they just never even made it in the first place. I really think that was one of the big downfalls of this game, truly. And it's something like to this day, like I just said, I still kind of look back on and be like, dang, I really think that this was like the main reason that this game sadly is doomed to fail here, because who wants to watch all these fake videos? Like, the people aren't even making real stuff anymore. And who wants to get like win giveaways in a game that like doesn't matter? And then like the streams back then, like people were watching those streams like crazy, and I still don't even understand to this day why people were. And then I kind of like, I think like a month later, people realized like, oh, this is actually really dumb, and we're not gonna watch partner experiments anymore. And then like no one came back to the real game. No one even started watching the real game anymore. So it truly just was one big reason for it. So definitely something that was really sad, and I hate to see it, but hey, it is what it is. Can't change the past. We can only go forward and hope that this game makes some other big changes, or like that the trend kind of pops off again. And speaking of the trend of this game, like we had already touched on it once, but like keep in mind, like I think that they used to make episodes like every week, and then they started going like every month. And that's kind of same thing with like the updates in this game. Like, remember when they kind of went bi-weekly? Luckily they are back to weekly, which is a good thing. I'm sure that Talantric saw the decline of the game because of going bi-weekly. Like, going bi-weekly in a game is never a good thing, and it truly will lead to the decline of any game. So you gotta really just keep on making content, especially in this era of like little kids. Like, they expect like new content every single day almost. So you truly gotta be making stuff non-stop. Otherwise, well, obviously you guys know what's gonna happen. The game's just straight up gonna die, and no one wants to see that, especially if you're a developer, right? So gotta be making new content almost non-stop, otherwise it will lead to failure. So luckily Talantric did realize that, and they are back to making weekly content, which is good. But like way back in the day, they even used to make like 2 updates a week. So I mean, that's how you know like how dedicated they were to making this game something huge. And I mean, hey, they succeeded. This game's massive. I mean, they literally have like merch of the game nowadays. So I mean, it's truly a big dub. But at this point of time, sadly, like if you're like an upcoming YouTuber, I'm gonna say it's probably tough to get into this game. I would say like kind of like probably try something like new that's upcoming, because like that's how you got to do it on Roblox YouTube. You got to find games, you jump onto them, you blow up on the game, and then you just keep on jumping to the next big thing. And that's kind of like what Roblox is, unfortunately. I don't really like that about Roblox. Like, I wish we could just be loyal to like one game. That's why I really never left this game for like the longest time. And like now I'm kind of stuck. Like, all my fans are from this game, and it's like no one watches any other videos. So, or they don't even get recommended them from YouTube, and that don't even necessarily be their fault. Maybe they do want to see my videos, they forgot my name or something, just because YouTube doesn't recommend it. And it's all kind of just downhill. It is what it is, but nothing I can really do about it. But just keep on grinding and try some new stuff and figure it out, right, guys? But I mean, I think we covered most of the things that this game kind of like, sadly, like why it died from. But if I did leave anything out, if you guys have any other ideas or reasons why this game may have kind of had a large fall off, let me know in the comments, because like back in like 2023 Christmas time, man, this game had like 300 and 400,000 players active at one time. That's like more than Call of Duty gets on like PC and like Xbox and stuff. That's crazy, guys. So this game, even though it's down bad right now, doesn't matter. It was still a huge success, and that's all that really matters, I'm sure, to the developers at the end of the day. And if the community looks fondly back on it, that's all that matters. And I mean, hey, we're always gonna look back on this era of this YouTube channel of you guys who just played the game, of like probably a good thing, right? Like, we look back on TTD and it's like, dang, that was a good era. I mean, and the era lasted for like a whole year, so pretty cool stuff when it comes to that. Just like, sadly, like right now, like Roblox is kind of just like like I don't know, there's like nothing to play right now. Like Fish, I mean, Fish is a cool game, but like fun, like No, not really. I mean, yeah, I like collecting stuff. I mean, y'all know that, but like, I don't want to just sit there and, you know, constantly just catch fish. I mean, that's not that fun. I mean, I'd rather go do that in real life. You go do that in real life, guys. You can leave your house. You can go get a pole. You can get some worms for like $25, and you go catch some real fish. And let me tell you guys, that's a lot more fun than doing it on fish. All right, I can tell you that right now. And you can even go cook them. I mean, it's even a whole nother aspect to it. It's a lot of fun. But fishing in a Roblox video game, that's not for me. I mean, it's cool, but it's just not for me. And then any other games right now, like tower defense games, I'm kind of like out of like the mood to play tower defense games, unfortunately. And then anything else, like the gun game, like Rivals, like the cheaters with like mobile players and stuff like that, I can't compete against that. It's just not fun. And I don't know, there's really nothing else. And horror games, I'm not a fan of horror games, so I'm kind of just in limbo right now, doing what I could do. I mean, I got my own game out, obviously, but there's really not that many people playing it right now. So, but I mean, hey, they did really well for the release. So we just got to keep making some updates on that and actually advertise it. I still didn't put $1 into advertising in that game. So I mean, hey, for what I did, you know, so far, it's really good for no advertising. So I'm still, like I said, really happy. I would say it's a success for no advertising. I mean, we got like 45,000 visits. I mean, that's really good for not one single cent put into advertising. Like, heck yeah, it's a good thing. But we'll work on it. And if you guys do want to come check that out, the game is called Bike Battles. I'll go pull it up for you right now. We'd love to have you come try it out. If you guys join the Discord server, there will be people that will play with you. Just like at the time, oh, there's actually a guy in the server right now. You guys go check it out. It's called Bike Battles. But with that being said, guys, that's pretty much why this game, Total Tower Defense, has fallen off. The bots, lack of updates for a little bit, kind of boring updates, like repetitive gameplay, stuff like that. And I mean, just the overall trend kind of dying. That's why TTD sadly is falling off, and it is what it is. I mean, hopefully they make a revival, but hey, you know what? We'll see, right? But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.